Hey Corey fans, welcome back to the channel. If you're a Coronation Street watcher, and I'm guessing if you're here you are, you've probably been holding your breath just like me as we watch the ups and downs of Carla Connor and DS Lisa Swain's complicated relationship unfold. Well, tonight's episode? It was a total heartbreaker, and I'm not sure how I'm going to recover. Carla and Lisa have been on a wild ride together. From enemies to unexpected friends, to that crazy flirtation that had us all wondering if something more was brewing, and now, well, let's just say it's safe to say they're not exactly heading toward a romance anytime soon. In today's video, we're going to break down the heartbreaking moment from tonight's episode that has us all asking, are Carla and Lisa finally done, or is there still hope for them after all? What does it really mean when someone calls you such a good mate, especially when you've clearly got feelings that go way beyond friendship? Let's dive in. Okay, before we go full-on emotional wreck here, let's take a step back and rewind to where it all started. Carla and Lisa's relationship has been, well, let's just say complicated from the get-go. It all started about a year ago, and trust me, no one would have guessed that these two would end up having such a dramatic rollercoaster friendship, or maybe even something more. At first, they were straight-up enemies. Lisa, being the tough-as-nails detective she is, and Carla, well, she's never been one to back down from a challenge. So, naturally, they didn't get along at all. But over time, they started finding common ground, until they became friends. Like actual friends? The kind that support each other, call each other out, and even find themselves in some pretty funny situations. But then came that electric moment a few weeks ago. Who could forget that charged look they shared? You know, the one when everything paused, and you could practically feel the tension between them. That's when the real question hit. Was this just a little spark between two people who really understood each other, or was it the beginning of something deeper? But here's the thing. Right after that moment, Lisa started pushing Carla away. And if you're like me, you were sitting there thinking, wait, what just happened? All that chemistry, that connection, and now she's acting distant? It was like watching someone run away from a love they're too afraid to face. I don't know about you, but I was honestly screaming at the TV like, come on, Lisa, get your act together. Fast forward to tonight's episode, and it seemed like they were on their way to mending things. Carla, being the amazing friend that she is, lets Lisa use her office at the factory after Lisa's Wi-Fi goes down at home. Let's be real, how many friends would actually do that? I mean, she didn't even hesitate to offer up her space. But of course, because this is Coronation Street, nothing is ever as simple as it seems. Lisa's daughter, Betsy, totally doesn't get what's going on when she finds her mom at the factory, and then the whole scene is just classic Corey, right? It had me laughing, until we got hit with the gut punch. But here's where things started to get a little bit brighter again. Carla is still on board with helping Lisa, especially when it comes to Lisa's mission to win Betsy over. And Lisa? She's grateful, but also a little flustered by how much Carla is looking out for her. I thought, finally we're getting back to normal, right? Then comes the plot twist. After Lisa has a rough day dealing with her work suspension, Carla pulls through and gets her those festival tickets that Lisa had totally forgotten about. Lisa's reaction? It's the kind of happy you only get when someone really cares about you. She thanks Carla with a huge hug and says, "You're such a good mate." And that right there is the moment that absolutely broke me. Like, we've all been there, haven't we? You think you're making progress with someone, you start feeling something more than just friendship, and then, bam, they hit you with the good mate line. Ugh, the heartbreak. I mean, you could literally see it on Carla's face. Her smile dropped so quickly, and you could almost hear her heart shattering. This was not the good mate vibe she was hoping for. And let's be real, who could blame her? This woman has gone through it for Lisa. She's helped her, supported her, been there through thick and thin, and she's been so open about her feelings. So for Lisa to drop that friendzone bomb, that's got to sting. But here's the thing. Carla didn't just stay down after that moment. You saw the resilience in her. She's not one to wallow for too long. She's been hurt before, and she's not about to let herself be dragged into a situation where her heart's on the line if Lisa doesn't feel the same way. So now we're left with a huge question. Are Carla and Lisa's hopes of a romance over? Is the dream of them becoming more than just mates now officially gone? Or is this just another step in their complicated journey? Are they both too afraid to admit their feelings? Or are they both just waiting for the other to make the first move? If Coronation Street has taught us anything, it's that nothing is ever as simple as it seems. But one thing's for sure, our hearts are definitely in a bit of a mess right now. So, what do you think, Corey fans? Is there still a chance for Carla and Lisa to finally take that step and become more than just friends? Or do you think the whole idea is dead in the water now? Honestly, after everything they've been through, it feels like they're both just tiptoeing around their feelings, waiting for the other one to make a move. But the question is, will they? Or have they both just built up too many walls at this point? I can't be the only one who's hoping they'll finally admit what's really going on between them. But I also wouldn't be surprised if they keep dancing around it for a while longer. Sometimes the friend zone is harder to escape than we think, right? And speaking of that, I have to ask, how did you feel when Lisa dropped the whole good mate line? I mean, we all know that line, don't we? It's the kind of thing that makes your stomach drop because you realize the other person isn't feeling what you're feeling. It's tough, and I don't know about you, but that stung. You could tell Carla was just hit with a wave of disappointment. And honestly, it got me wondering, can you ever really go back to just being friends after something like that? I'm dying to know what you all think, because I know I'm not the only one here feeling a little heartbroken for Carla. Let's talk about it in the comments. I want to hear your thoughts on whether this friend zone situation is the end, or if there's still hope left for them. If you enjoyed this deep dive into tonight's episode, please give this video a thumbs up, and if you're not subscribed yet, what are you waiting for? Hit that subscribe button and make sure to turn on notifications so you never miss out on our weekly Corey updates. We're diving into all the drama, romance, and heartbreak, so you won't want to miss it. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll catch you in the next video. Until then, keep those tissues handy, and remember, in Weatherfield, it's never really over until it's over. Take care.